Hey guys, it's me. I just want to show you how you're supposed to use Blendspace when you're doing your assignments here. The number one thing that you always want to do when you log on to Blendspace is to check the objective instructions. Here, I post the instructions for what you're going to do for this particular lesson. Besides that, I also provide you with the topic lesson, which for Unit 1, apply the touch method in operating the keyboard. That's what we're going to learn. Our first objective in this unit will be implementing keyboarding techniques. We can't just jump into typing. We got to know some of the techniques and proper posture that we need to use to type so that we don't injure ourselves. So we kind of answered the question already, but just in case, you are going to read, there's a PowerPoint that you're going to read that should answer the question why proper typing technique is important and what keyboarding techniques should be used when on the keyboard. Okay, so here, first things first, I've given you a list of each tile that you need. Well, I'll give you a list of each tile and what you need to do in each of those tiles. So for instance, after you finish watching this video that you're listening, or actually that you're watching, then you're going to go to tile 3 and you're going to watch why is keyboarding skills important. Then after that, you're going to do your notes, as you can see, your PowerPoint notes. Okay, and that's in tile 4 and 5. So I'm going to show you how to do your notes. Some of you probably are computer savvy and can probably set this up on your own. If you can, great. Please try to help those who may or may not be able to access these notes, but I'm going to show you in just a second. And actually, I'm going to do it right now. Here we go. You have two ways of getting to tile 4 and 5. You can click on the arrow here, or you can go and click on the tiles here. So I'm going to go and I'm going to click on the tile. And as you can see, sometimes it'll pull the PowerPoint lesson, the PowerPoint up, and sometimes it will not. And in my particular case, it didn't. So I'm going to click here where it says if the resource is not shown, download it. It may take a second or two. So whenever, while we're waiting for this, whenever the instructions, my instruction says to download, in the upper left-hand corner where it says download, you're going to click download. And once it downloads, you're going to see this little icon pop up in the bottom left-hand corner. So click on that. It's going to bring up the PowerPoint. Okay. And here it pulls up the PowerPoint notes. Well, excuse me, the PowerPoint. And you got to go back to Blendspace in order to get the notes. But before you do that, always click on this button, Enable Editing. That way you're able to open it up. And especially in Microsoft Word, it allows you to type your notes. Okay, so let's go back to Blendspace. And let's go to tile 5. Okay, this right here are your PowerPoint notes. Again, you're going to download. Remember here, you're going to click on the download button. And it's going to show up in the bottom left-hand corner. Click on the file. Okay. Once again, you're going to enable editing. And enable editing, like I said, allows you to edit the document. So in these gray blocks that you see here, this is where you're going to put your answers. Okay. So here you're going to put your name. Okay, of course you're going to create some space there. All right, and like I said, just click on the box, on the gray box, and you're going to put your answers in. Okay, now just a little trick of the trade. Here's one way that you can have both your notes and your PowerPoint pulled up at the same time. Yep, as you can see, I got both of them pulled up at the same time. I only need one of them. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the PowerPoint notes and we're going to click on the Restore Down button. And we're going to do the same thing for the notes. We're going to restore down. Okay. Now, I'm going to minimize my blend space for just a second because I don't need it. All right. But to have both of them up at the same time so that you can read the PowerPoint and answer the questions at the same time, we're going to put these windows side by side. Now I'm going to take, and this is your personal preference, but I'm going to take the notes and I'm going to go up here to the title. Okay. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to move my notes all the way to the side, to the right side. Okay. And as you can see, since I have the new Windows 10 version, it kicked my PowerPoint over here to the side. You won't have to worry about that. But we're going to do the same thing for, let's pull this up, there we go. And we're going to do the same thing for the PowerPoint, okay, which is to put them side by side, okay. And so now you are ready, okay. Let's get my notes kind of ready so I can kind of see them, okay. And just making any kind of adjustments. You can zoom in, oopsies, you can zoom in, all right, and go through your notes, okay. All right, so ergonomics, the study of how a person's work. It looks like our first answer is environment. And tools affect the person, okay? So, this is how you're going to do your notes. I want you to save your notes once you have finished all of your notes. And I am going to check tomorrow that your notes are done. So when you're done, I need you to save your notes. Okay? I want you to click on File, Save As. Okay? If you have not plugged in your flash drive, plug in your flash drive first and then do this step. Over in the left hand corner, your flash drive will pop up. Let's say this is my flash drive, and then I'm going to click on my flash drive, and that's where I'm going to store my notes. Okay. For those of you who aren't able to store it onto your flash drive, what I would like for you to do is this. I want you to click on File, and I want you to click Print. And just like we did with your lab rule sheet and your syllabus, I want you to print this to OneNote. Now remember, you have to change the printer destination to send to OneNote, and then click Print. It'll take a couple of seconds. All right, and then I want you to put it under, of course I don't have it here because I have an older version, but I want you to put it in your CSA1 notebook under the keyboarding tab. Okay, and then of course you're going to click OK, and you're going to keep going. Now I'm not going to do it here because this is not what I have popped up. Okay. I can do that later. Alright, so let's go back to Blendspace. Okay, and going back to the notes. Okay, when you're done, okay, like I said, you're going to read these instructions and it's going to tell you what you need to do. And you can keep going, but definitely I will be checking your notes tomorrow. So the activity for today will be to make sure that tile 4 and 5, which are your PowerPoint notes, are done by tomorrow. Okay? Have a great afternoon, and if you have any questions, post them here in the comments, and only questions that you have for me should go here. I will check the comments throughout the day. I'll do my best to check every period, but hopefully if somebody else has posted a question and I've answered it, hopefully it'll help you help answer your question as well. Okay? Well, take care, good luck, and see you guys tomorrow.